Hello everyone, this is Dizzy Dave presenting my first ever clown makeup tutorial. I start off by applying white makeup to the muzzle, which is pretty much the nose and mouth area, and I apply it, but also pat it smooth by it picks up the high parts and deposits to the low parts to make a smooth white finish. I'd first apply it just enough so the color shows. If it's too heavy, it start flaking on you. And what I'm doing now is patting the edges smooth and making them a little more even. And I'm not using any hard edge things like cutting with a brush or anything. I'm just making kind of soft edges, sort of part of the style of face that I'm doing. Now I'm applying red makeup to my rather large natural nose. Many clowns will use a red rubber nose, others will use a little nose tip applied with adhesive. It just depends on your face and your style. And for me, since I can't stand wearing any sort of prosthetic on my face, I can still get away with just using a makeup nose even though I'm an Auguste clown. Sometimes if you're in competition, they'll ask for a rubber nose, but if you're just out there having fun, it's just whatever is the most effective on your face and what you like to wear, because no one wants to be distracted by having makeup glitches and things. And right now I'm making a little edge line to make it nice and smooth. And people actually have asked me if I'm wearing a false nose. And next is probably one of the more expressive animated parts of the face, which is the eyebrows. I'm starting off, since I'm right-handed, I'm starting off on the left side, so that way my right side would be easier to fix, to match up. And right now I'm starting off with just a bit on my pinky finger and shaping it out, and then I'll use a brush to kind of expand them a little bit and to make them really match and really pop. And a lot of clowns will use different styles of eyebrows. Some will do the high arching ones and add some eye details maybe for animation. And for me, my eyes are really sensitive to makeup right on them or around them, and my eyelids are very good at demolishing little lines and things, so I keep my eyes pretty simple. Next is a mouth detail. I'm starting off by wiping off some of the white, especially if you're going into competition. A lot of clowns will wipe off as much of the white as possible. For me, it isn't as critical, but again, it depends on your choice and your style and how well the makeup responds to your face. And what I'm doing here is just applying a basic black shape to the lower lip. Some clowns, even especially classic clowns, do put color on the upper lip. This is perfectly fine. It's all a matter of what works best for your face and what you would like to do. And then I have these little pips that I put on. Instead of doing the line all around the muzzle, I just add these little pips and little animated parts of my face. I just gone into the bathroom to apply baby powder and wipe it off the excess with a shaving brush, and now I'm back with powder rouge, which is my favorite for applying the cheek colors. When I use regular red makeup, sometimes it'll be too red and too hard edge shapes, because what I'm going for is more of a kind of an easy face that's somewhat between a hospital face and a circus face. It's good for parade distances and really shows out. This process takes me about 12 minutes or so, but on average, most people will take between a half hour, maybe an hour, depending on how intricate their face is. and how stated their hand is. I used to do a lot of more intricate lines, but I found that sometimes they'll be off center or something like that, and so I just went for the simple. Now I just went in and put in my costume on, which is all homemade. I like the tube collar. It's sort of interesting little aesthetic. Some clowns will have a big, huge white collar with a tie on it, and also went for the big long jacket. Some people think I'm Superman because it's almost like a cape. And I made this wig too, and out of cloth and actually some felt for the hair that I snipped into strips. Kind of makes me look a little like Mr. Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.